Hi, how is everyone today? Hope you're all energized after that last dance rendition. But the price is right, the price that isn't right, I should say, is a game that we're playing with you today. I'm Ash, I'm the Chief Digital and Innovation Officer at the Hearts and Science Australia.
And I'm Liz, the Managing Director of Hearts and Science Australia. And this is The Price Isn't Right.
Okay, so this is an exciting game show that we're going to be playing with you today. And it's about all the small changes that you could be making inside of your media plans that win big for the planet. We have 4 fun-packed games to be playing with you today, all focused on the choices that you could be making in media selection and the effect that it has on your carbon emissions. We have randomly selected 2 contestants from the audience today, and they'll be appearing on stage to answer 2 questions each. The contestant with the most number of points at the end of the 4 questions will progress to the final showcase. And during this final showcase, they have the chance to win a carbon measurement prize courtesy of Scope 3. Also, more importantly, we would love for you guys to really get involved and help the contestants get the right answer in each of these games. So feel free to shout out and help them get the right answer and win the prize. So, and on that note, Liz, over to you to introduce the first contestant.
Welcome. So Michael, my new sustainability ally from Mindshare, come on down. Woo! Now, before we get started, Michael, how are you? Thank you for joining us today.
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
How are you going on your sustainability journey in the role that you perform in your role at Mindshare?
Yeah, we are on the journey.
Yep.
We're in the early stages of it. As a group, we have a few initiatives around how we start to look at carbon calculators, how we look at optimising it. But I think depending on the client as well, we're kind of at the start of that journey.
Incredible. Well, thank you for participating today and hopefully educating the audience today on just how much we can change within the work that we do day to day. All right, let's go.
Okay, Michael, and this is your first question. Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
Okay.
Mildly nervous.
Stage assistants, let's get you on stage.
All right.
Come on, over here.
This is a very carbon minimised version of a game show as well. So we are using humans and paperboard to be able to enact this format.
Great. So Michael, your first question is, what is the carbon cost of activities in your daily life? The aim of the game here is to order from left to right, where left is the lowest and right is the highest, what these activities cost in carbon emissions. So no particular order, these are the options. So you've got a load of washing here, so your daily load of washing. Then you've got 1,000 impressions that you might serve in a campaign, which is not that many. And then you've got a week's worth of coffee, a day on TikTok, and your daily commute. So these are your options. Do you have any questions?
Can I get crowd participation as well?
Yes, we would love for you to get involved and help them get the right answer. So once you're ready, let me know, and when you're ready to lock it in, tell me to lock it in.
All right.
Your time starts now.
Cool. I reckon we move 1,000 impressions to the front. No? Ooh, all right. Week's worth of coffee? Yeah.
AV guys?
Daily commute. Let's go daily commute. Then a week's worth of coffee. Then a load of washing. Yeah. Am I right territory? What do you think?
What do you think? Are you sure? Are we sure?
Coffee.
Hey, you got about 20.
Move coffee one down.
You got about 20 seconds left. Okay.
That's what I kind of thought, right? Yeah, I thought the same.
We've got 10 seconds, so
Let's
10,
move daily commute up.
9,
Chuck it in there.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Good crowd debate here, 3, I can just say, standing up with you. Thank you.
Great.
All right, what do we think?
Done.
Okay, so what do we think? Let's have a look. We've got some tech issues at the moment, so we're sorting that out, but we're going to continue. So, let's see what we have here. So, in terms of load of washing, unfortunately, that's not correct. Okay.
I'm going 0.
We're going to come over to 1 week's worth of coffee. And Michael's got this in the 3rd position, so that is also unfortunately not correct.
Oh.
And, however, he has not got any of these correct. I would love to show you that on the screen, but it's not currently working.
That's so
One
funny.
moment, please. So unfortunately, after this round, you do not have any points.
That's right, we're learning, right?
We're learning.
We're waiting for the cloud in the sky to help push the slide.
Just so you know, Figma is a pain in the butt. Use PowerPoint.
Would you like to reorder them maybe while we're living in this live
Correct.
environment?
How about we do that? Okay, so how about we get TikTok over to the left in the lowest position at 213 grams.
Sorry, TikTok.
Then we're going to get the daily commute into the second position at 244 grams. Then we have your loaded washing at 275 grams. 1 week's worth of coffee in the correct position at number 4 at 330 grams. And then we have 1,000 impressions at 609 grams. So if you think of all of the different campaigns that 1,400 people are currently serving along whilst you're here at MFAX, that's a lot of carbon being emitted. So yes, over to you, Liz.
All right, so as we prepare for the next question, I just wanted to add some more context to that. So as Ash mentioned, 1,000 impressions is obviously tiny in the world that we live in. So we actually looked at the Hearts and Science Agency and looked at even just one team, and the stats actually revealed that on an average day, we're serving about 6 million ad impressions just in one team. And if you calculate that carbon emission, it's 3.6 tonnes just for that one team in one day. To put some context to that, that's the equivalent of one household's average energy consumption for a year. And if you take that calculation and apply it to that campaign over the course of a year and that, that impression volume serving out, it's the equivalent of the greenhouse gas emissions released for 4 years' worth of Australian national bushfires. So that, when I heard that, is kind of like the shock and just the reality of what we're dealing with is why we're up on stage today to help shine a light on just how important and how much we can do within our job in day-to-day changes to really help that carbon cost and bring it down. And I think just to re-echo, like that's just one team in one agency in 1 year. So if you think about our scale in our industry, that carbon intensity is incredible. Over to the next question, Michael.
Okay, so on to your next question. Are you ready to play?
Yes.
Okay, let's hope the tech works this time. So this is your question. On average, how much more carbon is generated by made-for-advertising websites? So made-for-advertising websites have low-value content and are stacked with ads that have inefficient supply chains that produce high carbon. So in this game, you have a choice of 3 numbers to complete this percentage, as you can see up here from our lovely assistants. So these numbers are in no particular order. I need you to put these 3 numbers into the correct order. It's a double-digit number to 1 decimal place. So, on average, how much more carbon is generated by made-for-advertising websites? And your time starts now.
If I'm going by the last one and I got... If I'm going by the last one, I'm going to go high end. Is it going to be 64.2?
What do we think?
Lower, yeah.
What do we think, crowd?
Yeah. Do I lower? 46.2? I think stay high.
Could it be that high though? Are we sure it could be that high? It's definitely high.
It's definitely high. Lower. 24.6. No. 42.6.
What are your friends saying in the crowd?
What are we saying? Higher, lower, higher. 42.6.
Okay, you have 10 seconds to go.
Do I go back to the original 64.2? Nah.
Oh,
are you locking that in?
We'll lock it in.
Lock it in.
Just make it easy for them to take,
Okay, let's start revealing the answer. So the number starts with a 2. It starts with a 2. So unfortunately, that means you have not won this round and you don't have this point. But on average, 26.4% higher when you advertise on a made-for-advertising website versus a normal website. So over to you, Liz. But great work on those two
Huge
questions.
thank you to Michael. Well done.
Round of applause.
Thank you, thank you.
And I think we can all agree that made-for-advertising sites are not good for our brands, but hopefully that statistic shone a light on the fact that it's not good for our planet either. So one of the things we wanted to share with you today is what we can do about it. The ideal solution is to integrate a prevention measure which actually can go into your buys, where it can dynamically identify these sites and prevent them from being used in your ad campaigns. If we're not ready quite for that step, the advice and the ask today is just to really stay on top of site lists. I know that can be a bit of a manual task for those who have that in your day-to-day role. So we also wanted to share that the Scope 3 site has an amazing tool which is for free, which is where you can upload your site lists, and it can actually help identify for you what made-for-advertising sites are actually showing up so that you can then apply exclusion lists. So two different pathways, both doing something to move us forward in terms of being able to reduce these sites from our ad campaigns. And the other benefit is obviously with our incredible media partners here today who do amazing content, that's where we want our advertising dollars being prioritised. So it's a triple whammy in terms of the benefit that we get to have as an outcome. All right, we have the lovely Sarah from Rufus joining us on the stage next. Please
Welcome.
Hi, sustainability
excited.
friend. How are we?
I'm good. I couldn't hear anything though. How did Toronto do?
Oh, very good. Very good.
He did well.
We cannot disclose that. It's competitive. It's competitive.
Okay.
Sarah, tell us about your sustainability journey so far in the work that you do. Kind of where would you say that you're at?
I'd say for me personally, at the beginning of the journey of where I would want to be. I think as an agency group, we're doing a lot. We're making the right moves, and definitely all of the partners that we work with are coming to us with amazing solutions.
Yeah.
I think it's just that next step of making sure it's a client priority.
Yep. Excellent. Well, thank you for joining today. Let's get started.
Great. So hopefully you're ready for your first question.
I'm nervous.
Well, look at it this way. So Michael currently has 0 points.
Oh,
There we go.
So if you get one
giveaway.
question right, hopefully out of these next two, you will be progressing to the final showcase. So don't feel nervous. So Sarah, your first question is, so blocking climate risk in a campaign reduced carbon emissions by 25%. What happened to these KPIs? So what happened to the effective cost per thousand, and what happened to the click-through rate? Was it lower, no change, or was it higher? So first, if you want to work on the ECPM line, then you can work on the click-through line. Do you have any questions?
Okay, so the carbon emissions went down.
yep.
So the ECPM went
Can we start the timer?
Ooh, what do we think?
higher. It went higher. So the CPM went up, even though there were lower emissions. Yeah.
Is it higher or lower? What do we think, crowd?
But the
We've got
CPM
someone
go up
saying
or down?
the same over here.
Same. Okay, we got same, lower. Okay, so I've got higher, same, and lower. Brilliant. Okay, let's see. Oh, you all look so lovely. Okay, I'm gonna go. We're here. We're trying to reduce carbon
Yes.
emissions
Yes.
to do better.
Yes.
So surely we're going to have a better outcome for all of us. So I'm going to go, the CPM's going down.
Woo! Okay, great, fantastic. And then what about the click-through rate? Is it going to be the same or higher?
10 seconds. Click-through rate, we're going to be positive. Higher? Higher. Okay, my team say higher. We're going
Higher, you're going to lock in higher?
Lock it in.
Fantastic, okay. Let's reveal the first answer. It is actually lower.
Yeah! Well done.
Okay.
So I
Possibly.
So you're buying more inventory with the same budget, so tick. The next answer is the click-through rate is higher.
Yeah!
Fantastic. Sarah, that means you have
Success.
that means you have
Success.
1 point so far out of your
Right.
possible 2.
All right, while we prepare for the next question, just to build on that, the key thing that we wanted to just really frame today is that having a sustainability-led approach to your media does not come at the cost of performance. In fact, it's actually better. So we just wanted to use today to actually reassure, because I know that there's a lot of questions that we get from our client partners, but there's demonstrated results. We actually are up for an MFA award tonight as a result of one of our campaigns that can really help, I think, lead us all in the right direction around putting sustainability into our media ad campaigns. So just wanted to really land that point, because I think there is a bit of a myth out there that by doing sustainability-led practices, there is a results compromise there, and that is absolutely not the case. So thank you, Sarah. Well done. Next question.
Well done. Okay, are you ready for the next question? Okay. So your next question is, a traditional Google search emits 0.2 grams of carbon. How much carbon does the same search on ChatGPT emit? So Sarah, I need you to choose an even number between 2 and 14. Are you ready?
God, I'm so competitive.
Okay, and your time starts now.
Ooh. What do we think, people? 10. What do we think?
12, 10, 12. So we're going high.
Yeah.
8. You sound really confident.
Don't search it, by the way. That's cheating.
We're going 10 as well. That's not giving me confidence, guys. Okay, up from 10. 8 again. Oh God, 8, 10, 12. 8, 10, 12.
Good choices.
Oh, I'm going to go 10. 10, 10, 10, 10.
You're going to go to 10?
Yeah, lock it in.
Lock it in. Fantastic. Let's have a look and see what the answer is. Okay, it's not 3. Oh, it's not 7. Wait. Oh.
Yeah!
Okay, so a ChatGPT search emits 10 times as much carbon as a Google search. Definitely food for thought, and how we all use Gen AI.
What a sustainability weapon!
Yeah. So just a bit of a quick points update. So currently Michael has 0. He did try very hard, and there was a tech issue. But Sarah currently has 2 points, which means she will be continuing on to the final showcase. But first,
just to build again on the context of that question is obviously AI is a phenomenal advancement in technology in the world that we work in, both professionally and personally. But I think that statistic really draws, your attention to the carbon intensity of it. So our ask today is if something can be, serviced by a quick Google search, let's keep using Google. And that AI carbon intensity is really thought about before you just jump in and use that engine. So it's incredible, it's got a lot of power to it, but just remember it comes with carbon cost as well. So search wisely is the premise of this segment.
fantastic. So the final showcase. Sarah, you're up. Okay, so the question is, globally, rank the lowest to highest the activity that saves the most carbon in your everyday life. So we've got becoming vegetarian, so no meat for a year. Then you've got block climate risk for 2 million impressions. You've got switching your laundry to a cold wash for the year. And then you've got optimize the social campaign for lower emissions. And then your last option is cut quarterly flight. So I need you to order from lowest to highest, our lovely assistants on the back of the stage, into the right order from lowest to highest. Now, are you ready?
No, I'm just buying extra.
Okay.
I'm ready.
And we're ready. And your time starts now.
Help me.
Help me.
Okay, surely we're going media high, right? We want to save with the media. We're my media people. Oh, you're here. Okay, I'm going to go 2 million impressions.
So this is lowest.
Oh shit, sorry. This way. You're right at the end. And then my social campaign.
Yep.
You come with me. Up here. Okay, I'm locking them in. Right, the rest is up for discussion. What about a quarterly flight?
Do you think that's lower or higher than becoming a vegetarian?
Oh, who's a veggie? You. Wait, what does thumbs up mean? The same? The flight.
6,
Veggie.
5,
Veggie.
4, 3, 1.
Okay. Locked it in.
I spent way too much time on the vegetarian, sorry.
Okay, let's see what you've got right. We have got Hannah switching to cold wash at
Sorry, I'm moving.
225 kilos, saving in carbon for the year. Okay, then we've got cutting a quarterly flight, Sydney to Melbourne, at 600 kilos. Sarah's doing very well at this point. Becoming vegetarian, no meat for a year, 700 kilos. Okay, what do we think?
Come on.
Do you think she has this right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go with optimize the social campaign for lower emissions, 1.3 tons. One social campaign, which means 2 million impressions blocked with climate risk means that you save 3.6 tons in carbon. So Sarah, you've done very, very well.
Well done,
Congratulations.
sustainability lady. Thank you so much.
Another round of applause for Sarah and the team. Thank you.
So I hope that was a bit of fun for what is a very serious topic. And hopefully what you take away from today is 2 things. First of all, if you haven't started measuring carbon in your media and your media supply, please start. Like from a personal standpoint, when you see the numbers, it motivates you so much to do more because of how significant it is. And I think our clients are also really, asking for that as well. They're just wanting to be taken on the journey. Our friends at Scope 3 are absolutely there to support, be it from yourself, your agency, or your client partner. And then once you're on the sustainability roadmap, it's really about advancing that to bringing in greener media products into your media buy. And a big shout out to the media partners who are on that journey with us. Let's go support them as well as they're trying to do the right thing, for the planet, and also allowing us to have incredible media products, but with a sustainability lens. Thank you for joining us today. It's not our normal day job to be up here hosting a game show segment in a sequence jacket, so thanks for being vibrant. There's 2 QR codes here if you wanted to take it away. One is a case study from Hearts and Science that we've done, actually born out of an insight working with Scope 3. It's also up on the wall over there. Really interesting. It could be that case study that helps get that client conversation underway. And then also our collaboration partner, huge thanks to Joe at Scope 3 for working with us on this incredibly important topic. There's a QR code there for you to explore more about what they've got on their site, which is absolutely incredible. There's so many tools there, there's so many reference points that are literally there for us to embark upon this journey and help us with our ambition to reduce carbon in our supply chain. So thank you for playing The Price Isn't Right.
Thank you, everyone.